episode 2. We are here, man.
Episode 2, man. We made it.
We made it.
We got here.
We got here, yeah. We still don't know where there is, but we at least got here. We got to episode 2.
And by John, we will get there.
Speaking of, welcome to We'll Get There, episode 2. I'm Jack.
I'm Steven.
We are best friends, and we are doing our best to get there. And, you know, the best way to get to know somebody is to ask questions. So that's what this show is all about. Steven, how do you feel about the first episode?
Dude, raving responses, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we didn't even have an episode posted yet, and we were already hometown famous.
It's so fun.
It was so funny.
Now, the amount of times that we're just walking around campus, and it was like, hey, man, how's it going? Hey, man, how's it going? When's the podcast going to be up? And I'm like...
excited for Thursday. Yeah.
It's taking me out.
It's
Got a lot of
funny.
Positive stuff on the Instagram, which you should check out if you haven't yet.
I have not.
Oh, that bad.
I have not. I'm not the Instagram guy. That's your job.
I
do all of the editing and setting up and work, and you do the Instagram.
I'm media chief.
Yeah, you're chief media coordinator.
Well, I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty before long.
Yeah.
I'm just a little baby mode right now, so.
Hey, everybody starts somewhere.
So true.
Yeah. No, I really honestly think it was a pretty good first episode.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, it didn't sound like we've been doing it for years.
No.
But for a first episode, I thought it was pretty solid.
Yeah, it's a solid first.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was fun to record. I enjoy whenever I was listening back to it. I enjoyed just listening to it.
Yeah, that was the big
fun to
thing. It was
listen to.
fun to record, and I think that's what really makes or breaks it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you're listening to it, you can hear that it was fun to record.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
My parents had mixed responses.
Go ahead and share that.
Dude, my dad had the funniest response to this whole thing, because our very exclusive BBE rating at the end for our dinos.
What was it last week? It was the Utah Raptor,
It was the
right?
Utah Raptor.
That's right.
And we had a BBE score of around 7, I believe, which is pretty good first dino score.
7.5.
7.5,
Yeah.
yeah. And my dad, let's just preface, me and Jack are not partakers of the herb.
No, never once in my life have I smoked the devil's lettuce.
Yeah, and that's okay. We're okay with that fact.
Yeah.
My dad took it as if we were chronic smokers, and it was just an incredibly funny interaction with my dad, where I found out some things about him, and he thought he found some things out about me, and we bonded over that. And I was okay with just leaving that how it was.
That's really awesome, except now you know that he listens, so he'll be listening to this as well.
And that's going to be funny.
Yeah.
Dad, love you. Mom, love you too.
Hey there, old Chris.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Old Chris.
Oh, Chris.
Old bud.
Had a lot of fun with that, so... And just people coming up and just asking questions from the pod, just like, dude, a giraffe.
Yeah.
I'm like...
Dude, somebody... fucking one of the symbol players on Purple texted everybody in the Purple chat in the group spot, great first episode, Jack. I was like, no shot.
That's so funny. Oh, and...
Cole, sorry I didn't respond to you. I left you on red, and I'm sorry for that.
Bad friend moment, that's crazy.
Yeah.
No, we had literally an hour ago people just commenting on, oh, it's the creators of the podcast together in harmony. And
we're not even, we can't be friends anymore. We are just business partners.
We're already that level of famous, Jack. We made it.
We made it.
We got there.
We got that. Well, shit. Episode 2. Back her up, boys. We did it. We got there.
Yeah. Fun news about today. I've acquired new speakers.
Steven was very excited. Dude. Up to moments before we pressed record, he was trying to set up his speakers, and I was like, Steven, I have rehearsal in 2 hours.
Yeah.
We have to record.
They are so fat, bro. You know they are. It's so fun. I'm so excited. A little excitement about my day. You got to enjoy the little things.
You do. And I was helping you set them up, and I was like, yeah, I'm impulse buying these too.
Heck yeah, boy. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, good week. You have a good week since
I did,
Sunday?
yeah. Saturday was exhausting, but that's how it goes.
Yeah, Sunday might have been more so somehow.
Yeah. That was the general consensus, though. I was talking to some people Monday, and everybody was like, I just felt sick.
Yeah.
I just felt ill
after
on Sunday.
this 12-hour expenditure of Saturday.
Yeah.
It was fun. Good
fun.
week. A lot of homework. Yesterday I had 5 assignments. Got 3 of them done. Got another one done this morning. I look again. I have 8 assignments today.
Nice.
How does this happen? It's fine.
Yeah.
I gotta stop saying we'll get there. The name is gonna be worn out.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
cool.
Awesome.
Thanks for that response. That was awesome.
Yeah. Well, let's just jump into it.
I like that idea.
6 minutes in, we'll ask the first question. I'm going to start. This isn't a super funny one, but this was like the original question that gave us the idea for this podcast. So I feel like it's only, we have to ask it on air. What is the maximum distance that you have to hold the door for somebody?
Oh, yeah. Okay, this is hard.
Because, if they're too far away and you stop and you're holding the door for them, that's like awkward as hell, right? Because, they're having to like scurry forward real fast and thank you all awkwardly. And obviously, if they're right behind you, you got to hold the door for them.
Right.
So where's that cutoff?
I think it's a very small window, because if you hold the door and you hold it for too long, they're going to think you're a psychopath. Yeah, they're going to think you are insane, and that you would like to marry them. And that's just not the vibe I want to go for, to be honest with you. My estimation, give it like 5 feet. If it's more than that...
5 feet?
Because hear me out.
That's not as much as you think it is. 5 feet is like this closet.
Okay, let's measure it in time then.
I was going to say, I think time is a more useful indicator, because it's also like, if somebody's walking really fast, they're going to get to the door a lot sooner than somebody who's walking slow.
Yeah. Or if they huff and puff and they take a minute, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be a bit more awkward. So let's base it in time. I think a good...
Because I'm trying to visualize it in my head. Like, I'm visualizing, I know somebody's behind me, I'm stopping to hold the door for them.
Here's the real question is, does it vary depending on who it is? If there's like a big old burly man coming behind you, and it's going to be like weird, and they're going to be like, this guy's he's got a little bit of sugar in his gas tank because he's holding this door too long. He wants to, provide an outlet for us as a relationship status because of him holding the door for too long. I feel like that comes across.
Absolutely no way is that where I thought you were going with that. I thought you were just going to say, if you know the person and you're friends with them, you would hold the door for longer. I did not think you were going for biker gang who's a closeted gay.
But they exist, no?
Yeah, they do.
My point exactly.
Have you seen that one scene from Elf?
Which one was it? It's been a long time since I've seen Elf.
Oh, God. Dude,
I'm sorry.
It's the best Christmas movie. We're not going to get into this debate right now. I'm also thinking, because, there's also the old-fashioned, like, you kind of hold the door open for a little longer than you would normally, but you're not stopping to hold it for them kind of move. You know what I'm talking about?
It's like, pass.
Yeah, it's like you like push it open a little bit more than you would, but you keep going.
I prefer the tactic you just throw it and hope they make it by the time physics has its time to...
yeah.
You just sling that thing, and if they're too close, they get a little bonk.
Don't let the door hit you on your way in.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm going to throw it at you.
Yeah.
I give it... Okay, because it's also... As a man, you have to be mindful of who you're around, right? Because you don't want to come across as weird or creepy to the female population. So if you're holding a door that's like... If you're holding the door for 10 seconds for a girl, they're going to call the cops on you.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Or even if they don't call the cops on you, they're just like, yeah, he's hitting on me. This is so annoying. I'm just trying to go to the vending machine.
Right, I'm just like, I just have no social cues, and I'm sorry for the way I am.
I have zero depth perception, so you always look like you're right behind me, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was born from bats. I can't see in liminal light, so I
haven't figured out how to open my left eye. I've got the right one, but the left one it stays shut.
At this point, it's a medical condition. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
I think 7.5 seconds is the max that you can hold it.
7.5 seconds. Let's time that. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi. That is a long time.
I realize I don't know how long a second is. In that metric, I think like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
4 misses.
I think 5 or 5. 5 seconds. I feel like you can get away with.
At 5, you're a psychopath. At 4 is the max. 4.5. Let's go a half and medium.
There we go. Yeah,
I like democracy. We're fans. So 4.5, plus or minus. There's a standard deviation here because you got to account for the females of the world. Less time, because you don't want to give that. You're gonna get. Like,
but doesn't
kidnapped.
It suck that that's the vibe you give? Like, why can't you just hold the door for somebody?
That's real. That's very real. I feel like I don't give. Wow, he's gonna make move vibes. So
yeah, you honestly probably could get away with it. But that's the thing is there have been so many times where I've legitimately just wanted to compliment somebody's outfit because I was just like, yeah, that's a good fit, but I don't. Because it's like, I'm going to be hitting on you if I do this.
You freak!
Yeah.
Freak!
Yeah, I'm very mindful of it.
Yeah.
I really am.
I wish I didn't have to be,
Dude,
Other men ruin it for us. We're the good ones.
That's so real.
We're the good ones.
6'4", by the way.
Yeah. Me to the guy who created periods.
God, I hate that guy. 6'8", by the way.
Yeah.
7'10", by the way.
9'11", by the way.
Never forget. Yeah, so 4.5 for comfort.
4.5 roughly seconds.
Standard deviation 2 plus or 2.
Yeah.
Plus or minus 2, I should say.
Yeah. Because I definitely think too, if you know the person, you hold it for longer.
Yeah.
You know?
If you're homies, hold that baby for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Make it
sure.
awkward intentionally.
For sure.
If it's a femoid, puff and pass. Don't even stay. So, good first.
Yeah, good first
I
question.
like that.
Steven, hit me.
All right, I got you. What is... I like this because I'm, first off, terrified of death. Let's just...
Okay.
I've always had a weird existential thing about death. So
Okay.
we're not going to get deep into that.
Average human experience.
Yeah, me when I'm a human. So let's make it a little less heavy-hearted.
Okay.
What is the coolest way to die?
The coolest way. Ooh.
And
this is an interesting question.
And by extension, how do you want to go out?
I mean, I feel like those are the same thing.
Exactly.
Like, if I have to go out, I'm going to want it to be the coolest way possible.
I mean, I guess, but...
Because glad they go out without any issues. Nobody wants to be the fucking dork that goes out while they're asleep.
Yeah.
When they're 80.
I want to be 95 and peacefully sleep in my 9
I want to be
5.
95 and just peacefully drift off into dreamland forever. Nobody wants that.
cares.
Coolest way to die. So, here's my quarrel with that. Does coolest necessarily mean more painful?
No.
Because think about it. Jumping into a pool full of sharks would be a very cool way to die. That's also going to be really painful.
Correct.
You know?
There's also like...
Jumping into a volcano would be really cool way to die, but it would also be pretty painful for a few seconds.
Yeah, I feel like sharks would be more... I feel like painful here is also like the longevity of how long you're like sentient for.
Yeah.
Lava, you kind of smack and you're gone.
True. Yeah.
Although you are getting like the heat. You're kind of like melting as you go down. And then once you hit the lava, it's like lights out.
Yeah.
Which I don't enjoy that image very much. So lava's probably out for me.
Yeah. I don't know, the image of jumping it. Could you imagine they set up like an Olympic diving
and you
diving
just ready
board?
yourself.
You jump, like you do all the moves.
I have all the moves, so I would be able to. Real or nah? So,
not real.
Little
Unreal.
subset. Okay, fine. Little subset of this question. Would you rather die to drowning or from fire?
That's such a tough question because drowning is terrifying.
Correct.
Drowning is such a terrifying... I don't know, there's just something about not being able to breathe.
I do enjoy breathing quite a lot.
Yeah.
I think I would rather drown because you can be on fire and like melt. Think Anakin Skywalker, right? Mm-hmm. He was able to denounce Obi-Wan through his corruption of the dark side for at least 3 minutes of runtime. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be... He was alive the entire time before Palpatine found him. But spoiler alert, if you are a hermit and haven't seen Star Wars ever in your entire life, actually click off if you haven't.
Man, get out of here.
Get out of here. No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you can be alive at
Right.
this very nonfiction case of Anakin Skywalker, be alive for a while and just be like sizzling.
Yeah, I can see that, I guess.
And I haven't found out myself, thankfully, but I hear that being on fire
is hot.
Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, being burned is like one of the most painful injuries you can get.
Right.
Because the recovery process
it is.
hurts
the
more. The
recovery process is so. But I mean, if it's the way you're dying,
you ain't recovering.
You're not
from that.
experiencing that.
That's good. I think drowning because you do go unconscious.
That is true. Yeah, I guess because you're going unconscious before you actually kick it, you know? So there's a lot that you won't actually have to consciously experience.
Yeah, I don't think aside from like lung pain and from like expanding, there's much pain associated. I think it's more just like...
Panic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I'm definitely drowning right now. Because
that's... that's what terrified me the other day. I learned, I don't know if you...
Did you almost drown?
Yeah, I did. I don't know if you know this or not.
I don't.
But the way we know whether we're breathing or not is by breathing out carbon dioxide. We don't actually know, like our bodies don't actually know if we're breathing in oxygen. They only know that we're breathing out carbon dioxide. So if you're in a purely nitrogen environment, you're breathing in nitrogen and you're breathing out carbon dioxide, but you're not actually getting any oxygen. So you die without even realizing that you're asphyxiating. Like you just slowly go to sleep and you don't even realize it.
That's nitrogen poisoning, right? That's what that...
Yeah. Terrifying.
Also terrifying, if you just drink too much water, you die.
Yeah. Isn't it like hydrolysis? Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, it's like water poisoning, but
Yeah.
it's your body. It's the salinity, like the sodium in your body.
Yeah.
It can no longer process metabolic functions because the
There's
the
too high water
sodium-
content. Yeah.
Not even too high water, just too lack of sodium. Like it just completely flushes out your sodium, and you can't like the metal aspects of the metabolic chains are just completely disrupted.
Yeah.
Body just shuts down. And that's actually a thing for like long runners who are just like they run for 4 miles, drink like a gallon of water. They just like pass.
Yeah.
It's insane. Anytime I drink water, I'm just like, this could be it.
But what if? Yeah.
So I don't drink water anymore, actually.
This is a really fun subject. Let's go back to the coolest way to die.
Okay. I think the coolest way to die is something space related.
You know, I had that exact thought because I was thinking back to the time that I went skydiving, and I was like, that would have been a pretty cool way to go out if the parachute hadn't deployed. And
Which
you
was
just
very
dropped.
likely.
It was not very likely, actually. It was a 0.005% chance.
That's
actually.
0.05 more than I'm okay with.
Um,
So,
but then that made me think of the guy who skydived from space.
yeah.
That would be a cool way to go.
Katy Perry.
Yeah. She kissed the ground when she got back. That was so stupid.
Oh man, one day I'll get there.
But no, can you imagine? You jump from a spacecraft, you skydive all the way down, you make it a whole public spectacle, it's televised, there's a goofy cartoon target on the ground at the bottom, and you jump and you land smack dab and you just crater in the ground.
Baller.
That would be pretty cool.
Okay, I changed my answer. I think it's actually ground based because I think Lord of the Rings. I'm Aragorn, bro. I'm leading the charge into an army of orcs. I'm just going down on my sword, fighting the good fight in this battle of good and evil.
Yeah, that's a
That's
pretty cool way to go.
Baller AF, bro.
I don't know though. Is that within the bounds of the question though? Because that's a very specific set of circumstances that have to occur for you to be able to die that way. It's
Like
not something
being in
you could...
space and skydiving.
Well,
You know, we'll keep it. At least it is physically possible. There aren't orcs in
Right.
real life.
you die in a World War II reenactment.
That's really cool.
Stray musket ball.
What is the least cool way to die?
I think it's that one.
a stray musket ball and then
Stray
reenact.
musket ball in a World War II reenactment.
Oh my god.
Also funny because they didn't have musket balls in World War II.
Right.
So it's like,
Yeah.
you got hit with crossfire from the Revolutionary War reenactment,
Down
and
on-
that's
down
how
on
you
fifth.
died. You didn't even get taken out in the World War II reenactment. You got a stray musket ball from the Revolutionary guys across the street.
Yeah, you got dysentery from a dirty musket ball while
Yeah.
role playing with a bunch of other men that don't have wives. Well, yeah, that's pretty lame.
Yeah, that's not great.
My answer for coolest way
Either
to
that
die-
or maybe like you get a paper cut on a book and it gets infected. That would not be.
and then you're bound to read forever. That sucks, dude.
That's not what
That's
I
how
was
that
taking
works.
that in
That's how that
either.
works. I
However
think-
you die, you just have to do that forever.
Yeah. Unironically, George Washington got an absolute. George Washington and Elvis died on the shitter. That is so unfortunate, dude.
It's not great. Yeah.
That's not great. Imagine being found, dude. Oh my
I
god.
wonder what the story. Who found Elvis? Like, I
Probably
wonder what that story was.
One of his many prostitutes, I imagine.
Probably. Yeah.
What a guy. Baller.
Dude, I want to be him.
Yeah, I don't want to die while on the John. So, I choose Aragorn death because that's awesome, and I fight next to Gandalf and all the
Yeah,
hots.
that's pretty cool. You know what I choose? I want to be put in one of those comical Tom and Jerry cartoon like circus cannons and get launched to the moon. That's how I want to go.
Like the Nitro Circus from Madagascar 3.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're Chris Rock,
Yes.
and you got slapped.
Yes.
Anyways,
All right.
next question,
Next
Jackson.
question.
Keep your
Let's
wife's name
see.
out of my mouth.
Oh, I really like this one. This one is really great. I don't even think I was having a conversation with somebody and this one came up. If you were in Pompeii, if you were in ancient Naples and you were in Pompeii when the volcano exploded, what yoga position would you want to be frozen in?
Downward dog. That's difficult. One,
Because here's the nice thing about this question is you do not have to worry about being the biggest dork because there is a guy that was frozen jerking off.
I saw that.
So there's no way for you to be the biggest dork in Pompeii.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of a power play though.
It is. Well, and it kind of ruins the fun because apparently he wasn't actually doing that. It was just like, lava made his muscles move in a weird way, but
Couldn't be me.
yeah.
I would have flexed through it.
Through the bitter end.
I think one that evokes power. One that evokes
Power.
like, ballerness.
Maybe a tree pose.
I see. This is also the crux of this question because I know nothing about yoga poses.
Right. Feel
so-
free to look up list of yoga poses if that helps you.
Okay, I can do that. I think Yoda poses. That's different. Okay, here we go. I think the most basic. This is the first one listed. Is easy seat. This is the one I was actually thinking about.
I'm honestly thinking the same thing. That's the almost crisscross applesauce kind of idea.
Okay. I'll do tabletop. and you do bridge pose.
No.
Or happy baby.
Yeah.
I'm pointing to diagrams that are sexual in nature, and this is very funny to me.
The easy seat, that is a really good one because imagine how baller that is. You're an archaeologist 2,000 years later. You're digging up these bodies, and then you see a guy in perfect harmony with the world, perfectly rested, perfectly calm.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting crisscross applesauce. It looks like he's meditating when he goes out. I mean, that's pretty baller.
That's nuts. I'm choosing camel pose.
I'm choosing camel toe.
They were going to think That's different. They're going to think I was mid, exorcism.
Yeah.
Yoga is so weird. First off, do you think yoga is as transformative as they claim?
Yes, I do. Well, I mean, I don't agree with all the hippy-dippy, chakras aligning part of it.
My chakras must be aligned.
I do think it can be as transformative as people say, but so can other forms of exercise. It's just a good form of body movement if that's what you're into, but if you're into something else, it will be just as transformative for you,
Yeah, I suppose.
Because it does, I've done some yoga before, and it is legitimately, you feel really good after. Because it's surprisingly difficult to hold some of those poses.
Yeah.
Because it's all stabilizing muscles.
I took a health and wellness class, and I realized that I am obese at heart.
Yeah.
Morbidly so.
I get winded going upstairs.
Yeah.
I weigh 2 pounds soaking wet, and I get winded going upstairs.
The name's obese.
Yeah.
Morbidly obese. Morbidly a beast.
So
yeah, I think we're just going to be a couple of stoic masters.
Stoicism is definitely the way to go.
I love philosophy.
If the two of us, if it was the two of us in Pompeii, would that change our answer? Doing some kind of group pose?
Well, we'd probably be fighting over who gets to have the stoic yoga. So we'd get caught in a really precarious
We'd get caught
position.
just fighting like a married couple.
Yeah. They're going to be like, man, unhappy end. Okay, if we were together, I think...
I feel like doing kind of a mirror image thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking... I'm thinking Ukatasanta.
Oof.
Where we're just making a little bridge.
Yeah. For the listeners at home, going online and just looking at diagrams of different yoga poses is a really funny thing to do.
Also, the funniest of these all is just standing. What is that, dude?
That's how I want to go. I want to go in just a perfect pencil straight stance, feet together, legs straight, arms tucked by my side.
I want to do Michael Jordan dunk. Get away from yoga poses. What pose do you want?
What pose would I want? I think I would hang ten and bum out.
I
feel like that's just on brand for me,
Yeah, I like that. Hang ten and bum out, man.
Either that or I'd make a...
No, do the other one. I don't like that. For those of you listening, you're welcome.
Yeah, that's... for our audio listeners, which is all of you.
I really got to understand that at some point. Yeah, my pose would probably be I don't know. Well, I guess you're not chronically online or anything, which I like to think I'm not either, but
You like to tell yourself
that. I do. But the thank you pose where they're dipping their nuts.
I do know that.
That one would be diabolical. And you're behind me doing the Hangton and bum out pose.
Yeah.
I like that.
Maybe we do a married couple type of beat.
Yeah, we do.
Maybe you're down on one knee, and I'm standing up looking shocked.
That's very wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Good.
Yeah.
Good. That's
and then we have the couple next to us. He's standing up, and she's giving him a blowjob.
Right, yeah, I know that.
And so it's those two right next to each other.
It's like, what happened here? Archaeologists are
Or-
fumbled.
Or better yet, there's 3 couples. There's one getting proposed to. There's another one of them hugging, and the girl's, got like her leg kicked up,
Right.
like that classic scene. And then
Yeah,
the
yeah.
third one is her getting sloppy.
Yeah, we got the...
So, yeah, it's
How it
like
went.
the evolution of man.
And then a fourth one, they're fighting over a kid and get a divorce. So.
Yeah.
Pompeii was crazy, man. Pompeii was bizarre. My turn.
Your turn.
So this is one I had for last session, but we didn't get to it, and I'm very excited to know because you're very known in on the folk aspect of history, I guess.
Okay.
So what is your favorite conspiracy theory, and do you believe in any? And this extends to also cryptids. Like, what is your favorite cryptid conspiracy theory?
Ooh,
Put your tinfoil hat on and tell
that
me
is
what.
tough.
Yeah.
That is really tough.
There's so many good
There's
ones.
so many good ones. Because, I mean, you've got the classics. I think Bigfoot is so popular that people don't actually give him enough credit for, that's a fun cryptid.
We have festivals.
That's a
here.
really... Yeah, but it's always very hokey,
I mean, I guess.
I feel like in terms of the storytelling aspect of it, people don't really appreciate Bigfoot. That's a good cryptid, that's a really fun story.
Based on potential truth, not potential truth, but it's based on the Gigantopithecus,
Yeah.
which is just
Which
a large
is a
ape.
real ape
Yeah.
that existed, yeah.
Was, because he's dead. Sorry, I didn't mean to...
I'll believe what I want to believe.
Yeah, I didn't mean to Santa Claus you, bro. Sorry.
Speaking of conspiracies, I still believe.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many good ones. I definitely think my favorite is a cryptid. Because
Yeah.
I feel like most conspiracy theories are either it's cryptids or it's just politics bullshit. And those are boring and sad.
The politics ones are, to me, fascinating.
I mean, they're insane. They're
Yeah.
fascinating because it's like, what kind of person would believe this? But they're not fun,
Yeah.
They're not
even-
enjoyable to listen to.
The crazy ones to me are the political assassinations.
Yeah.
Those are insane.
JFK shot JFK.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously. I think the Wendigo is very cool.
The Wendigo is a very good one. Yeah.
There's a video game. Oh, what is it? Oh my god, I forget what it is. It's so good. It basically tells a story where there's a bunch of teens, young adults, that are in a cabin situation, night in the woods kind of deal.
Uh-huh.
And it takes a quick shift towards there's a killer on the loose, and it's actually just a guy that's trying to get back at someone or whatever. And that's what. Then there's a B plot.
Dead by Daylight?
No, that's a different one.
No.
This is oh my god, I'm so upset that it's blanking me right now. Right after this, I'll remember it. But at the end, the Wendigos are real, and they end up. It's a whole B plot that ends up becoming the A plot. It's super cool storytelling, but that depiction of Wendigos is so cool. Where you get lost, and the point of becoming a Wendigo is whenever you're desperate enough to eat another person, so your spirit just goes.
Yeah.
So cool, so cool. So that's one of my favorites.
That one's very cool.
Aliens are also super cool. The whole Egyptian pyramid alien thing.
It's fascinating. Yeah, it is really interesting. You know what? Actually, I think I know what mine is. It's kind of an offshoot of that, sort of. It is an ancient civilization type conspiracy where there was a more advanced race before us that did all the Egyptian stuff and whatnot. The belief is that there are giants, and they live underground, under mountains. They the Earth is hollow. It's like a subsection of Hollow Earth theory.
Yeah.
The Earth is hollow under the ground, and it's this civilization of giants, and they are way more advanced than us, and they had helped the Egyptians build all the stuff.
Right.
They're what the Eastern Island Moa heads are based off of. All of this stuff. That one is so fascinating to me.
I like that a lot. I like the huge creatures,
Yeah.
mythos kind of deal. To be fair, it really enhances how insane some ancient sculptures and architecture is. The pyramids are insane.
Yeah.
Some of the coolest things that exist because they were made with such intricate technology that's just so different from what we couldn't do it today.
Yeah.
So I mean that's insane to me. And the Easter Island heads, awesome.
Yeah.
Impossibly awesome. Which is important because I think it tells the genius of the indigenous people of the eras. 6'4", by the way.
We gotta cut that joke out so fast.
Why? Anyways.
No, conspiracy theories are really cool. In terms of believing any, I
I guess instead
I don't know, because I
believing-
kind of feel like in order for it to be a conspiracy theory, it kind of has to be false. Like, it's not. I mean, I know you can have kind of crackshot ideas, but if you're right, it's not really a conspiracy theory, you know?
I guess. I think whenever I thought about, like, do you believe in it? I was thinking more like the JFK, like, cover-up kind
Yeah.
of ideas. I think the cover-ups are very realistically able to be...
They're very possible,
Yeah.
yeah. That I don't doubt.
So, my favorite conspiracy theory definitely has to be cryptid is the one to go.
Yeah.
So cool.
Very,
I love it.
It is very cool.
That was what sparked my interest in, like, short horror stories.
Really?
Yeah, I love it. And I get a little creeped out, and then I can't go to sleep at night.
Yeah, I think mine's Hollow Earth theory, because there's so much world building.
It's very cool.
I mean, it's very dense.
Yeah.
There's so much to read about.
Like me.
Funny.
Okay.
Funny.
Thank you.
Would you date a giant woman?
No.
No?
No.
Why?
Well, define giant.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know exactly how big we're talking about.
Because we're talking like Atlas level giant, like you're dating a planet. Which, hot, but like not for me.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, that's the Monsterverse. That's not what I want.
Dude, I like the Monsterverse. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but not here.
Okay, fine. Let's just make up a size.
Make up a size. We're going to say 12 feet.
12 feet? So do I want to be cradled like a baby my entire
double.
life? Do I want to be like subservient to this giant woman?
I mean, short kings can be doms too.
4'8", by the way. No, I can't.
You don't.
I feel like I thoroughly enjoy having a partner that is shorter than me.
Yeah.
I think that's just a personal thing. But
I get it.
you've said many times that you like at least a foot taller than you is like your preference, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely. Actually,
yeah.
more like 2 foot
feet.
taller. Yeah.
She has to be 7'2".
She has to be 7
yeah.
foot.
Shaquille O'Neal, but woman.
Yeah.
That.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille.
It's Shaquille O'Neal or no bust.
Or no bust.
That's how I am.
We're out. All right.
That's really good. Hey, Steven,
Yes, sir.
what is the best biome?
The best biome.
What is the best biome? And best can mean whatever you think it means based
is
on the
the
context of the question.
Best biome. I like this. This is bringing my like ecology.
I know. I chose this one
Situation.
just for you. And because I'm a nerd. I like this stuff anyways, and you're majoring in
I'm
this
doing it.
stuff. So.
I'm a really big fan of the deep ocean, like benthic biome, because there is the weirdest possible things in that area.
It's all still like Precambrian.
Literally.
Yeah.
So like you have hydrothermal vents that flow into the water and breed like a new type of very high bioenergy like field.
Yeah.
So like you have bioluminescence in that.
There's
and-
so much
yeah.
chemosynthesis happening.
It's
yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
And then you get
Literally, that's probably where life came from, and it's just like still here
it's
doing
there.
stuff.
It's
yeah.
so cool, dude. You have I mainly focus on the creatures. Like, what is my favorite to like be in? Not the benthic zone of the ocean, probably.
Right.
But there's also the thought process of like we know what like 3% of the ocean.
I think it's 5.
5?
Yeah, 5%.
The rest of that is the dark, deep benthic region. So it is highly likely. I think it would be obtuse to say that there's nothing else we don't like.
Oh yeah.
Like what is the scale?
I mean,
of these
literally, we have
creatures?
charted 5% of
Yeah.
it. We've charted 100% of the moon.
Yeah.
We've charted more. We know more about Mars than we know about the bottom of the ocean.
And we live here, bro. We
Yeah.
swim in it.
We swim in it. Exactly.
We swim in it.
we we swim in it.
Yeah. So my favorite, like, idealistically, is the benthic zone for the
I'm
creatures.
not an ocean guy. I'm just not an ocean guy.
Well, I don't like experiencing it even a little bit.
Yeah,
But
it's just
the thought of
creepy.
it is extremely cool. I'm going to keep tying things to video games because I like to.
'Kay.
Subnautica is a very cool...
I did hear about that
yeah.
one.
It's not
looked pretty neat.
realistic, but the thought of there being big old leviathans at the bottom of the ocean is dope.
It's
AF.
cool,
So
yeah.
I like that. Or what's that one with Jason Statham? That movie is like The Meg.
Okay.
Die Hard. That's Bruce Willis.
You said that, and I thought my mind went to Jason Momoa, and I was like, "Wait, Aquaman? No, that's not. That is not a documentary."
You know in
my boy.
Aquaman, whenever he was riding a shark, I want to do that. That's awesome.
You can just only once.
That
You
is
just
my
can't
second,
do it a second time.
my second favorite way to die. It's just riding a shark.
That's, you know what? We have to go back to that question. I think that's my answer.
There it
Putting a
is.
saddle on a shark.
and just riding it with the Aquaman style.
That's sick.
God, yeah. So I think idealistically, benthic zone. Realistically, like to visit and experience, I think the safari environment.
The safari, okay, the grasslands.
The grasslands. I blanked on the word.
Tropical grasslands.
I'm a big pictures guy. Yeah, I've always loved grassland and like animals mainly.
Yeah.
Also, you get like a bit of desert environment in there because of the nature of the. I'm like blanking on how to English right now, but there's so much diversity there that you also just don't see right off the rip. You know, there's going to be giraffes and rhinos and, you know, elephants and everything. Cool. Those are awesome. I would love to experience those. But you also have such a, like, the smaller fauna, like the scorpion and snake and rodent and all these rodentia that are there as well. Mm-hmm. I think that is so cool. I also love The Lion King.
I figured that's part of what was going into this.
No, my favorite animal has always been the rhino. I've said this for years and years. It is because of that aesthetic and because they're just such like glorious animals.
Yeah.
And they're not fish, and I hate fish. I don't hate fish, but I don't enjoy partaking in their experience.
Yeah. Yeah, all the tropical climates are really cool. If it was just which one would I like to be in the most, like which one do I want to go to, it would be a Mediterranean climate, no doubt.
Right.
You know, either actual Mediterranean or, you know, kind of the mid Southern California area. Gorgeous, great weather all the time. You know, the flora is really interesting in those kinds of environments. But I also really, really like the temperate rainforest, which is actually where we are now. Yeah. I don't know if
more specifically, a deciduous forest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Welcome
Well,
here.
a deciduous rainforest. But yeah, this part of western North Carolina in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and then way up in northwestern, you know, like Washington, Oregon, are the only places in the United States that have temperate rainforest climates. Mm-hmm. And I just think, especially, I mean, not to dog on old Western NC here, but especially the northwestern rainforest up there where it's the big, giant, you know, redwood forests.
Those are awesome.
So cool. Such a pretty place.
I'm also a big fan of the Arctic tundra, like Alaska kind of area.
Yeah, that is true.
The animals are also cool because you have highly adapted, like, wolves, bears, elk, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But just the scenery, dude.
It's just gorgeous.
It is like pure nature.
It's so pretty.
I love it. I want to visit Antarctica, Alaska.
We'll make it happen. Summer trip.
Yeah, summer trip to
summer trip to Alaska. We got that. We'll drive.
We'll try. Yeah, little day trip to northern Alaska.
Yeah,
I like that. Good question. That felt curated. I like that.
Yeah, there's. I can't choose one. There's so many good ones. You know, I just want to go everywhere. I want to see it all.
Show me the Earth.
Yeah, let me go to Earth, to planet.
Let me Earth. Okay.
What's the worst biome?
Oh, swamp.
Swamp is not a biome.
I mean, depends on your definition of biome. It's all relative.
Except it's not. Biome is a scientific classification.
If you're dumb, I don't know. If you're anyone but me, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know, but if you're saying swamps...
Swampland.
If you're saying swampland is the worst... Not biome, we'll use it. If you're saying swampland is the worst biome, that means you're eliminating the Louisiana Bayou.
Correct.
You don't think that's cool?
This ain't Princess and the Frog, bro. You ain't gonna find Mama Odie in the forest and dance with fireflies. You're gonna get malaria and you're gonna die to a crocodile.
Where's the malaria coming
all
from?
Them skeeters. At least gonna get Zika, bro. I'm not trying to do all that.
Right, West Nile virus in southern Louisiana.
Super prominent in southern Louisiana.
Yeah.
You don't get that Ebola.
I don't know. I feel like there's got to be a worse one. That one just doesn't sit well with me.
Honestly, the tropical rainforest is pretty cheeks. Like,
really?
The diversity is pretty cool, but dude, the amount of just things that can kill you and that just suck there.
Yeah, but that's coming from our perspective as a human. That's like...
Okay, so let's change the question. If I was a fly, what would the worst... what would the worst biome be?
Rainforest. Too many frogs. Too much danger.
A lot of predators.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess just from, I don't know, we are Mother Nature and we're choosing our favorite biome. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess that's kind of what I had in my head. Maybe I didn't explain that well.
Not even slightly. I think I wouldn't even say, I was going to say desert biome, but those are also very fascinating.
They're also super cool, yeah.
Because the thing about it is, I think this is a question of what is the lamest environment. Because the extreme environments that would like suck to be in have crazy adaptive traits to those environments.
It makes them super cool.
So the lamest, I would say, like, it's not a biome, but just place, it's just like suburbs. That's pretty lame,
The
dude.
worst biome is American suburbs.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, probably like Antarctica, because it's just like it's cold and it's
But
icy.
even Antarctica, like there's some insane shit there.
Yeah, but it's
There's
like
bacteria that can live on Mars.
okay. I mean, I
you know,
guess.
It's the world's largest uninterrupted desert.
You know what? I think we're discovering Earth is pretty cool all the way around.
Yeah, I think we're really... Actually, you know what the answer is? The answer is like the Western American grasslands.
Yeah.
Nothing going on.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah. Ohio.
Literally not. Yeah. Yeah, the worst... Mother Nature's least favorite biome is Ohio. That's a good way to end this
Yeah,
question.
I like that a lot.
That's definitely it.
Oh man. Okay.
Okay. Hit
So
me.
let me get a little deep with you,
Okay.
Jack. Let's become better friends. What is the best lesson/advice you have ever been given?
Ooh.
Lesson
Not a funny
being-
one.
No, it's not funny,
Yeah.
but it's real. We real people. We real thugs.
We real. Yeah.
Hey, cuz, what's the best advice you ever gotten?
I don't know. I wish I'd gotten time to prepare this one because this is one that I really have to sit and think with. There's going to be a lot of dead space on the air here.
Well, the power of editing.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and give you mine.
Okay.
I think, because I was thinking about this yesterday whenever I was coming up with the question. I really love philosophy, so there's a lot that I really enjoy and I'm really putting into my life.
Uh-huh.
But actually, it's kind of a bar that you gave me where the sentence quotes, not everything has meaning. And reason being is because it's more than just the words. Don't laugh at me. I will kill you.
I'm allowed to laugh because I'm the one that said it.
I mean, yeah, I have this habit of taking things and making them so monumentous in my brain that I like
Yeah.
implode on
You
the
do.
inside.
Everything has to have a deep meaning.
Super meaning.
Yeah.
So much so, and little therapy talk for you. In therapy yesterday, I was given the bar that my pressure to enjoy things is making me not enjoy things. Trying to get meaning out of everything.
That is such a you problem to have.
really
It's
is.
not even funny.
It really is. But it was like, I hear a lot of pressure to enjoy things. Do you think that's taken away from your ability to enjoy things? And I literally had like a, oh my God.
The math symbol started flying around your head. Yeah.
Exactly. So while it might seem like antithetical to like deepening your understanding of the world, sometimes it doesn't have to be like these things are connected. These things are, whatever. It could just be like, this is a beautiful sunset, period.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like, how does this make me feel? And do I enjoy it how I should?
Yeah.
And all this.
Why do I enjoy beautiful sunsets?
Welcome to philosophy.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, not everything has to have meaning. Secondary to that, and this is just kind of like a side sex because I do have a lot that I enjoy. Failure is your biggest teacher.
Yeah.
I've always thought that was like super deep for me.
Yeah.
Which implies
Classic.
you have to fail a lot, which implies you have to go do things and fail.
Yeah.
I've always had a problem of like, I'm going to do this one day whenever it's perfect, and then I just never do because I'm like, I don't want to fail, I want to do it right.
Yeah.
That's just not how life works. In anything, you have to just do it and fail and get better and fail and do it. That's how you achieve goals, and that's so applicable to my life. I just think that's those are two very incredible things that I have discovered.
It's funny you brought that one up because I think that is mine, is along the same vein, because we definitely have the same issue where it's not that I don't want to do something or that I'm scared to do it, but it's just that I'm going to hold off to do it until I know for a fact that I have all the information and all of the skills and everything necessary to do it perfectly the first time.
Yeah.
And the advice, it kind of came from my dad, and then I codified it into like a visual metaphor myself.
Define codified.
Solidified.
Wow, so we're just making words now. That's fun. Go ahead.
Way to ruin the vibe.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Go
We're
ahead.
cutting that out.
Wait. Here we are. Go back.
Hey,
We're back.
hey.
So your dad caught
Yeah.
it or whatever. What?
Oh, he caught it all over the place. No, he essentially what he said, and what I later added a visual metaphor is, you cannot let fear be a voting member. It gets a seat at the table. It gets to be a part of the discussion, but it is not a voting member of the committee. That's your
cool.
mind.
That's very cool.
And that's like, that really is advice that I'm still working on actually applying. Because it's just fear of like, I want to do this perfectly the first time,
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want to fail,
Right. That's a big driving factor behind waiting so long for this like podcast, this like avenue that we're creating. Not only just podcasts, but like eventual skits.
All the
and
stuff
everything.
we're wanting to do.
Is we were like, yeah, once it's perfect, it'll be great, and then we get here and like, why aren't we doing it?
Yeah.
So you just gotta jump into it.
And even like it took me so long to figure out what I was doing with my life.
Yeah.
What I wanted to go to college for, what I wanted to do, and I realized it was just because I was scared to pick something.
I think that's valid though. There's a lot of validity because it's like you're narrowing your options in a way.
Well, and like I've had this discussion with some people, but my short list, the things that I had narrowed it down to, this is the condensed, finalized list of things I could do, was so all over the place that, the advice of just find what you're interested in and do that does not work for me.
Yeah.
Because my short list consisted of, among other things, linguist, musician, wildlife biologist, wildlife photographer, astronaut slash astro like space engineer. Just so many different things that were not related to each other at all.
It's gonna be everything.
Yeah,
actually.
I just want to do it all.
I like that. I'm thankful because ever since I was in preschool, I remember wanting to be a scientist.
Yeah.
So I've always had a very direct path to like, I'm going to do science of some sort. I've always loved it, always been fascinated. I did want to be a astrophysicist.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
For a long time. I realized that that doesn't mean anything. You just kind of like do it and make no money and no job because or you become Neil deGrasse Tyson and famous for it. So it's like,
and then you're not even really a scientist
Correct.
anymore because you're just a science communicator.
You're just a smart a-hole.
Yeah.
So I have always loved like animals. I love like video games where like creatures are the like focus of it. I just love the variability of Earth and nature.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why don't I just study that? And I've loved it so much. I love my major so much.
Yeah.
I love my major to the point that I hate the liberal study aspect, which is really obnoxious.
Right.
On the further side of that, to get a little personal, biggest lesson I've learned, you have to feel everything, the good and the bad. You can't just like ignore things. You can't just like let things settle. Everything you feel has to be felt. And that has changed my life. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like my love for you. I feel it.
So strongly.
So strongly.
With such a fiery passion. I feel it in my loins.
In my loins. So yeah, I like that. That's some good advice.
Yeah.
You at home, take that and write it down.
I think the best advice always comes packaged with some kind of visualization or some sort of, something or other.
So at home, draw it on yourself and get it tattooed.
Yeah.
Can I double up?
Double up a question. Double up, dude.
So this is actually a little segment that I want to perform on.
Oh, okay. Improv segment. Let's go.
I created a list of 10 things.
Okay.
I'm going to go through the list, and I want you, Jackson, to rate them from 1 to 10.
Okay.
We're going to record them, and then we're going to talk about what the purpose behind those ratings were.
Uh-oh. So what am I just rating on how much I like the thing?
Not
what am I
necessarily
rating?
Rating the thing. Interpret that how you will.
Rating the thing.
I like leaving it ambiguous because that leaves a lot more of like, I just felt like, or
the
whatever.
part that concerns me is I will explain to you what the ratings mean later. That's the part that concerns me.
Purposely created. Here we go.
I'm very scared.
No, don't be scared.
This is good. Black people.
0. No.
Other brown people. White people.
I intentionally made it to where we could upload it and it'd be relatively funny. They will ramp up.
Okay.
So, all right.
Hit me with it.
All
is this rapid fire? Is
yeah.
that like I don't explain it?
Yeah.
I just go?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
So give a rating 1 to 10. You can put 0. So 0 to 10. 0 to 10. All right, here we go. You ready? Number 1. Drums.
9.
Hot dogs.
4.
Hamburgers.
7.5.
Volkswagen vans.
Like the old ones or the new ones?
All. As a whole.
All 5.
Old?
Old would be like 9.
Yeah. Anti-homeless benches.
1.
Dangly thing at the back of your throat.
There are so many qualifying questions that I want to ask.
Answer the question.
10.
Nice. Puppies in an animal shelter.
I'll explain my reasoning, but 4.
Death and taxes.
2.
Transformers 2: Revenge of the Fallen.
Non-applicable. I haven't seen it.
Oh my god. All Transformers.
All Transformers? Non-applicable. I haven't
Oh
seen
my
them.
god. Okay, you, 1. Okay, we'll put NA because you're insane. The entirety of American history.
The entire... 5.
Interesting. And that was the 10 questions.
Okay. I feel like the one I need to explain is the puppies in an animal shelter. I gave it a 4 out of 10 because you don't want them to be in an animal shelter. If it was puppies, it would be a 10 out of 10.
Uh-huh.
But puppies in an animal shelter is a downer.
Well, that's what
you
I-
want them
yeah.
to be. You want them to be adopted.
That's what I'm saying. I guess the environment was more what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I lost my mind at Death in Texas, the Transformers 2. Because when I was making this, I was purposely ramping up, and I'm like, what would be the funniest, like...
Non sequitur to just
there's
throw in.
drums, hot dogs, hamburgers, Volkswagen vans, anti-homeless bitches. Dangly thing at the back of your thing. So let's just go through these. Drums, 9. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That feels on brand for me.
Yeah. And me. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hot dogs versus hamburgers. Not a big hot dog guy.
I'm not a big hot dog guy. I just don't like them.
You know what? I used to not be, but the hot dogs here are weirdly good.
Really?
Yes, I've been turned on to hot. I get turned on by hot dogs now.
I'll tell you this. I'm much more of a bratwurst guy. I love a
Wow.
good brat.
Of course you are. I'm just kidding. I haven't had brat in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you get a brat that has like the jalapeno cheddar cheese filled inside of it.
What?
That stuff is actually
That's
banging.
That's legal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then hamburgers, a nice 7.5. Big hamburger.
Yeah,
guy.
7.5. I think hamburgers are a lot like ice cream, where they're a good vehicle for
Things.
you to put flavors in, you know?
Respect.
Yeah.
I love a good hamburger.
A
dude.
hamburger is a really good base for you to experiment with dinner.
Volkswagen vans. Overall 5.
Overall 5. Older vans, though, like
The vibe.
Yeah, like the Scooby-Doo mobile or whatever it's called. You
The
know?
mystery machine?
Yeah,
The Scooby-Doo truck.
the Scooby-Doober.
That's what they called me in high school, bro.
Yeah.
Anti-homeless benches, a 1.
A
Explain.
1.
I like homeless people.
I like homeless people, yeah. Homeless people should be allowed to exist.
Yeah, I just thought that was a very funny little
Yeah.
thing to put in there. You put a 10 for the dangly thing at the back of your throat?
Yeah, well,
Explain.
so actually I'll tell you why I did that. It's because when you said the dangly thing in the back of your throat, I could not for the life of me conjure up the word for what that was called.
It's a uvula.
It's a uvula. I know that now. What my brain said it was a urethra, which is not correct. And I thought that was funny enough, and I had so little context about what I was ranking that I was just like, yeah, sure, 10.
Urethra. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, 10 for both.
Yeah, uvula was definitely the word that I was searching for in my head.
Fun fact about me, I think you know this. I have a bisected uvula.
I did know that about
I have
you.
2
It's like
uvulas.
a snake's tongue.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm a freak. I'm a little freaky guy. The entire of American history. Why 5?
Good parts and bad parts. There's some good and there's some not so
I'm
good.
blanking.
Good parts.
Freedom.
Ice cream. Jazz.
Jazz is pretty good.
The unifying effect of 9/11.
I thought you were going to say the recession. I'm like, I don't think that was a good thing. Bad?
9/11.
Yes.
Black people not being allowed to exist.
Right.
Isn't
Yeah, that
great.
was rough.
Yeah.
That sucked. And a lot of other things
Yeah.
that were not cool that we did. Not we. I wasn't a part of it, and neither were you.
Standing in a single file line shooting at the enemies and then standing still and letting them shoot at you.
I rate that action at least a 6. Because they were like, this is fine, I will die in this line, and this is the best way to fight.
Yeah.
For so long.
There could not possibly be a better solution.
Oh, yeah. And then eventually they were like, what if I just
didn't?
like ducked a little bit?
What if I got behind a tree?
Yeah.
That would solve a lot of the problems
I've survived
having.
so much longer. God, so that was my little segment that I really
That's
enjoyed.
really fun, and I do think we should keep doing it.
I agree.
Was there an end goal to what I was ranking? Or
No, Just the fact that I was able to list dangly thing at the back of your throat and got a 10 out of a response was the whole bit. And
Right.
the explanation of so.
Yeah, that's really good. I really like that segment.
Yeah.
It's a fun little bit to add.
Yeah, I also like that I had to write dangly thing at the back of your throat in my notes to remember the exact verbiage. So.
Right, because if you had put uvula, you would not have remembered what
No,
that was.
That's not as funny.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah. We'll be real.
So yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for
Yeah, I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of that. We should definitely keep doing that.
told you I was cooking, bruh.
That's really funny.
All right, back to you.
Oh, I want to ask this one, but it's similar to a lot of the other ones on the episode, so I think I'll do a different one.
Okay.
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 If you could only bring one thing to a bank heist, what would it be? You're performing a bank heist.
Am I alone?
Not if you use your one thing on another person.
My one thing will be a group of people that have firearms. No. No.
Yeah.
What was your thinking with this? Because that's difficult.
I don't know, because I feel like the thing with a bank heist is, it famously has so many steps and so many specialties that it's needed that if you can only have one thing, it's going to be really difficult. If the one thing that you bring is like a lock cracker, you're going to have a really hard time
Shooting people.
Yeah. If you bring a gun, you're going to have a really hard time getting into the vault. And keep in mind, too, if the thing you select isn't a bag, you're going to have a really hard time getting money out of the vault.
I know my answer.
What?
Flowers.
Flowers.
Mhm.
Explain.
I'm notorious for playing the long game. I'm going to walk into that bank dressed in my Sunday best. This lovely teller. In this universe, I'm not currently in a relationship.
Right. Well, you still. You're just at work.
I'm an absolute player. All
Yeah,
right.
you're
In
at
this
work.
universe, you know what? I'm crazy with it.
It's not romantic for you, so it's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just a game for me. Romance 10. Intent -4.
Yeah. Exactly.
So walk up to the teller. I have these flowers for you. Use my Riz because I have plenty of it. Pouring with Riz.
Yeah. You
And-
walk up to her and you hand her the flowers and you say, "Here's one Riz.
Here's one Riz, please.
Please
Love
take
me.
I've curated my finest Riz for
Yeah.
you. Here it is."
Just for you. Sally. And then
Glances down at the name tag and pronounces it wrong.
yeah, Sally. It's Samantha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we start going on dates. She really liked the flowers. I'm like, plan is in motion.
At this point, you're still having to keep Abigail a secret from this
Right.
woman.
And I'm masterfully at it. So give it 2 years.
Abigail, pay really close attention. He's really good at hiding other
Yeah,
relationships.
like Jax. 2 years down the road, I create almost a cultish relationship with this lady.
She's completely subservient
Yeah.
to you.
I'm like, now that you have access to the bank vault, I also have access. We're gonna go back. We're gonna have a lunch, quotation marks. You're gonna bring your Lululemon bag that I bought you a year ago, that I told you to keep up with for this intent. We're gonna go into the vault. You're gonna put the money in the bag. I'm gonna kill you to get rid of the evidence.
You're saying all this to her before the date? You're explaining to her what it's going to be?
But she's such brainwashed by
I see.
my.
She's like Jonestown at this point.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's drinking the Kool-Aid.
100%. And she's like, okay. And then we go. She lets me into the vault. She's super, nice. So everyone's like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
He's super cool.
She works here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the bag. It's a Lululemon bag, so they think I'm a homosexual man. So
Right.
they don't even bug me. I walk out scot-free. I told her to turn the cameras off beforehand just to make sure the power, saved and everything. I'm out scot-free. 2 years down the road, $4.7 million in the bag.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah, what's up?
There's one and only one flaw in this plan.
Okay.
And that is when she turns off the security cameras, there would both be security camera footage and a computer log of her doing that.
Well,
So it would be pretty obvious.
I made her write a note that said I was brainwashed and that she was the main facilitator of this. So I'm a victim of
She
this.
killed herself out of guilt.
Yep. In the bank vault.
Is-
And I took the gun.
I took the gun. Right. Okay.
So I'm a victim and I get all the money and I'm still rich.
Right.
So
Foolproof plan.
yeah,
honestly.
What
What kind of flowers?
Classic red roses.
Red rose. That's really strong for an I don't know. I'm introducing myself to you, don't you think?
1 red rose. I feel like that's more like sweet. Now if you get a bouquet, like you're doing it, it won't work.
Yeah.
You won't Jonestown her in the way that you need to, but
Yeah.
this really paints me in a really interesting light, and I don't enjoy it.
I mean, this was very off the cuff. Yeah.
I mean, here we are. And will it work, yay or nay?
You know what I think the suavest flower is? I think the suavest flower is a white rose.
In what way?
I don't know. That just seems like a cool ass flower to give
A white
somebody.
rose?
Yeah. You know, it's just like, it's very, because I feel like the shape of a rose is a very, you know, it doesn't look like a lot like a normal flower, so it feels very special.
Right.
But then you give them a white rose and it's like, this is pure,
Mm-hmm.
you know? I think that's the move.
You're right. I want a black rose that encompasses my heart. I'm going to be
The
like,
signs were there.
here you go, lady, love me. And then they're like, oh my God, a black rose. And then she's done.
Over.
She's in.
Yeah. You can execute the plan on day 2. Forget the long
yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We thinking one more?
I think we got time for one more.
One more.
Hit me with it.
What is the best mythological creature?
Definitely a theme this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should have gone with the other one I was going to ask.
I like the fantastical. What can I say?
Mythical creature. Ooh.
I already have my answer.
What?
The phoenix.
Bursting with cum.
No, that's not the words.
Sex with Big Mo.
No, stop. That does not need to be aired.
Actually, it does.
No, it doesn't.
We'll tell that story one day.
No.
Explain the Phoenix.
the
Explain
Phoenix-
why
okay.
the Phoenix.
I have always loved the phoenix, okay? It's such a fascinating idea for a creature because first off, it's a fire bird. It's an avian that is always on fire. The whole bit is that when it does die, quotation marks, it turns to ashes and then arises again in rebirth. That's the whole thing about a phoenix.
Right.
I think
Famously.
it's very quirky and gay to get like a phoenix tattoo, so I probably won't. But if it wasn't, I would get one. Because everyone is like, a phoenix, wow, that's so cool. But I think it's actually super sick from a mythological and like
Right.
idealistic point of view, especially depictions of where it's like blue flames or like, you know, black flame phoenix is so sick to me. Because I mean, you can do like, you know, you have the unicorn, which is a very, 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 very cool thing. Also, point B, it's a horse with a horn.
Right.
So-
yeah,
But I guess in many depictions, unicorns have like special powers.
they do.
The tears
yeah.
of horses, I believe, horses are meant to heal, I believe. If you didn't know that about your horse, you can actually,
Yeah. Fun fact about horses: if you make it cry, you get healed.
your tuberculosis is now gone. So yeah,
All you have to do is insult a horse really bad, and your polio is cured.
there it goes. There it goes. Yeah. So Phoenix for me.
Yeah.
I will say close second is a griffin.
Griffins are very cool.
Yeah,
Griffins
big-
are a very cool animal.
The head of a eagle and body of a lion kind of deal with wings.
With wings, yeah.
So sick. And my one of my favorite video games, Ark Survival. Ark Survival Evolved. Sorry, I like tapped his elbow and he
Yeah, he
looked
touched
at
my
me.
weenus.
There are both griffins and phoenixes in that game, and that is an awesome depiction of both. So if you ever want to check out a really cool game, that game is awesome. Little plug. I just plug V games all the time, man.
You just plugging a video game that is super famous and well known is really funny.
I'm helping their ratings, bro. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Garden gnome. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with garden gnome.
Is that a mythological creature?
Have you seen Romeo and Juliet?
The great Odin and his garden gnomes.
You can't tell me that would not be an incredible fucking story to write. Odin and his garden gnomes going on an adventure together.
You've immediately pulled me into the light. Like, absolutely, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But also, the absurdity of that is that Odin's most useful, like, conquering strategy is gardening gnomes.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Well, because stop and think about it too, though, right? Let's take the griffins, for example.
Okay.
Imagine you're, you know, kind of a Scottish Highland rolling hills type of beat, right? You're sort of in a valley, you're overlooking a big mountain, and then you see a bunch of griffins flying over the horizon. You see them crest the hill.
Yeah.
That's terrifying,
Right.
right? It is terrifying. But you're also like, Damn, that is majestic.
I know where you're going with
That's
this.
a sight to behold. If you're sitting at the bottom of this hill and you see 10,000 garden gnomes start running at you as fast as their little legs can carry them, you are being scared till your shit is running down your legs.
All armed with assorted plastic gardening tools.
Yeah, they all have like the little gardening shovels.
Yeah.
Those things are sharp, dude. Your shit is coming out of your ears. You are so terrified. You know what I mean?
That might be the best answer. And I agree. Like, that image is mortifying.
Like, any of the cool mythical creatures, if you see that image, it's still, like, cool, you know?
Yeah.
Even something as terrifying as the orcs, it's still like, oh, this is a cool experience.
Yeah.
But if you see an infantry of garden gnomes approaching, it's
That's
nothing
battalion.
but scary.
The Garden Gnome Battalion. The GNBA.
Yeah.
God, that's awesome. I also will say the Manticore is awesome.
Manticore is cool.
Head of a lion, body of a something, and then tail of a scorpion.
Yeah.
That's sick. I don't remember the body. I think a bear, isn't it?
I think maybe. It might be a
Something.
bear. I don't know.
Insane.
Yeah,
They're
that's
real.
cool. If I was going to give a serious answer...
What? Hello? Serious answer, that was?
Okay, if I was going to give a second serious
thank you.
answer... I know this is more... I guess this is more of a cryptid than really a mythical creature.
Uh-huh.
But the Loch Ness Monster is so cool. I really mess with the Loch Ness. I really mess with Nessie.
Nessie. The whole thing about Nessie is that it's like it's very akin to the Bigfoot situation where it's like a Gigantopithecus that's just lived on.
Yeah.
This is a plesiosaur that's just lived on in
Exactly.
the Great Lakes, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is very cool, and I would argue one of the most realistic of like the quote unquote cryptids. Because like obviously it's not realistic that like a
It's the
dinosaur's
most
still alive.
realistic.
Yeah. But the fact
it's
that-
not realistic, but it's relatively
Right.
possible
Right.
compared to the others.
So if that was even relatively possible, like that's sick. That's so
Yeah,
sick.
that's super cool.
And there's a Gravity Falls episode based on just that.
Is there?
Yep. Go watch Gravity Falls.
I need to.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
We'll watch it together.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Yeah, garden gnomes. Final answer.
Okay. Okay.
Garden gnomes are super cool.
Fair
hey,
enough.
Steven,
Yes, sir.
we're reaching the end of this beautiful episode, too.
Oh, are we? I didn't even notice.
Yeah, and I've got one more question for you.
What's your question, Jackson?
What's a cool dinosaur? Give me
My
a
cool dinosaur of the day.
It's Dino Minute.
It's Dino Minute. Okay. The Dilophosaur.
The Dilophosaur.
The
I feel like I've
Dilophosaur.
heard that one before.
You probably have because it's very well known. The Dilophosaurus was a large carnivorous theropod dinosaur, lived in North America during the early Jurassic period, about 186 million years ago. There's two distinctive features. Delicate crest on the skull were display features for mating or intimidation. This baddie was about 7 meters long. That's about 23-ish feet. And if you've ever seen Jurassic Park, have you? Sorry, not if. Have you?
I've said before it's my favorite movie. Yeah.
Then you have. You know that little frilled baddie that kind of spits acid?
Oh, yeah.
That's the Dilophosaur.
Yeah.
This baddie is famous, one.
Mhm.
Two, he's a medium-sized lad, assuming it's a guy, you know.
Right.
Um,
Which all dinosaurs are.
right. Carnivorous, and it did not actually have a neck frill or venomous spit, so I hate to throw that out
that's
there.
lame.
Yeah, I know. It's
That's
kind
just
of a
just
bummer.
sci-fi.
Yeah,
Where did that come from?
probably Jurassic Park.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, the most important question regarding this lizard, this giant lizard, if you will, what would it be like to smoke a blunt with this guy?
I don't think it'd be very fun.
I would agree.
You want to know? You want to know the human being that this dinosaur reminds me of?
I hope it's the same person I'm thinking about.
I guarantee you, it's not.
Who?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Really?
This dinosaur gives very Leonardo DiCaprio vibes, in the sense that he's very good at what he does, but just hanging out with him outside of work, he is no fun to be around.
Yeah, I'm getting like he's a big stickler for the dress code kind of deal,
Yeah.
and I do not appreciate that
Yeah.
at all. I like
Or
showing
not even big stickler for the dress code. He gives very big, I'm going to follow the dress code and I'm going to passive aggressively judge you for not following it, but I'm never actually going to say anything.
It's giving Sheldon energy,
Yeah.
young Sheldon energy,
Yeah.
and I despise that quite a lot.
Yeah, this dinosaur strikes me, again, going back to Leonardo DiCaprio, this
yes.
dinosaur strikes me much more as a coke user.
Yeah, I was just
Blunts
about to
are
say.
too tame for him.
Yeah, he's onto a different dragon.
Yeah.
I think my BBU score, dude, I mean, just based on that and based on the fact that I feel like I would be judged if I was like, yo, little puff pass, you know?
Yeah.
He'd be like, ugh,
Yeah.
1.
1.
I think, no, 2, because I think that there is
I was gonna say.
possibility for being lower.
I'm going to give it a 2, and the reason I'm going to give it a 2 is because I think as much as he wouldn't be fun to blaze with, he would get better the more he smoked. And so I think that that prevents him from being a 1.
Only because, he would only get better because he is de-escalating his drug usage.
Exactly, yeah.
But even then, you have the whole, you know, recession from drugs and that kind of thing. So he would then be on edge. I don't know. He stresses me out off the rip.
Yeah, this dinosaur stresses me out. This would not be a fun guy to blaze with.
Nope.
I'm giving him a big blunt energy score of 2.
2. Yep.
I feel good about 2.
Sorry, Dilo, but that's just how's it go.
That's just how it be.
How's it
You're
go.
really good at acting. You were great in Wolf of Wall Street.
Great in Django.
But stop doing coke and only dating women under 25.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. Dilo, honestly, not cool.
Not cool, Dilo.
Well, everybody,
All right, episode 2.
we got there for now.
We got we gotta stop saying that. It's episode 2 and it's already old.
I know it is.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks everybody for listening. Super excited that we've had the amount of support we've had. We're very excited to keep doing it. More exciting stuff is on the way. This podcast isn't going anywhere. You'll hear it every week, Thursdays at 3 p.m. I guess until next time.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Stay getting there.
Stay getting there with that. Oh, fuck. That's going to become what it is. isn't
I
it?
like it.